Hello everyone, this is Anna Sharif. Today I'm here to speak on the two-part series I started doing on those of us who work 2, 3 jobs to bring our loved ones here. I've already done the one for immigration. I mean the one for the ungrateful ones who come and use you and go. Now I'm going to speak to those who bring their loved ones here and choose to mistreat them, take away their humanity, take away their dignity, take away their respect, turn them into bank account. As I've always maintained it, I will start with a Bible verse. Isaiah 3 verse 11 says, "Woe unto the wicked, for it will go badly with him. For what he deserves will be done to him." So the reason why I use this Bible verse is actually I'm going to include the in-laws in this. Most of the time when a husband or a wife brings their loved ones here, their mothers and fathers, you have those Mr. and Mrs. manipulators who comes into that relationship and start manipulating either the husband or the wife. And then just because you brought that person here to whichever part of the world that is not Africa, you think you should mistreat them and treat them in an inhumane manner. Some people are doing it. And the reason why I decided to do these topics, I decided to talk, is because I've lived in Virginia for 20 years since I've been in this country. And I've seen and heard when people used to die. If I'm not mistaken, the year 2007, 8, and 9, or maybe went all the way into 2012. Those of you who have been here for that long, you know for sure people used to die when you go to work today, the next day you hear somebody's dead and we'll start talking. Oh, she was here yesterday. What happened? But what happened is we did not know what was going on with those people. We did not know what has happened to them, who has wronged them, the pain that they were going through. We just saw them, they come to work. Some people don't even express their self, but there is hurt in the hurt. But this is the reason I'm saying the stigmatization of sharing our stories was the reason why people were not talking. So like I said, this is my humble request, my humble reason why I said I'm going to share my story. I am not going to die out of frustration. Father forbid. I'm not going to die because someone walked out of my life. Thank you, God, for that. So this is why I'm coming here today to talk to talk to us about what's going on in our communities. I'm going to speak to these husband and wives, children, daughters and sons who bring their mothers and fathers here. Husbands who bring their wives and wives who brings their husbands, and you really try to mistreat them in a way that they don't even deserve. You yourself will not even take it from them. I understand we work 2, 3 jobs to bring people here, and I've done it too. I am not a perfect human being. By no means I am. Everybody who knows me knows I'm not perfect. I'm going to make a video on my own imperfection, and you guys are going to see my own side, the other side of me. Like I said, every partner has their own story. When things go wrong, there's always two sides to the story. I have always maintained that. My husband has his own side, but I'm sharing my own side. So, to those men and women who bring their loved ones here, stop allowing your wicked auntie-in-laws, uncle-in-laws, evil sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, some mothers to interfere into that marriage. You have given them your power, the power to love your partner, the power to protect the person you brought here. Not everyone who comes here wants to leave you. Not everyone who comes here is ungrateful. I know a lot of people, like, let me tell you, a lot of people whose husbands and wives have brought them here and they're still together. Even though there are some sister-in-laws, mother-in-laws who have tried their best to break these marriages. But when those men and women, some men are prayerful men, they are God-fearing men. Some women are prayerful women, and they pray to remove that evilness into their household. But some evil sister-in-laws even brag about, I'm going to make sure my brother leaves her. Now, why don't you go find yourself a husband? Why don't you go find yourself a job? Because your brother is your source of income. Your sister is your source of income. So now you are trying to destroy their marriage. So this is what I'm talking to my brothers and sisters. When you bring your wives here or your husbands here, please treat them right. My husband came here. I did not take a cent from him. His own good part was he came, he said, I'm the man, I'm going to pay the rent. Amen. Because that rent issue, we're going to talk about splitting bills. So he said, I'm paying the rent. And he paid the rent. And that was it. I took care of the rest of the bills. I did not add him to my account. Now I bet he's grateful because he doesn't have to follow me around to go remove my name from any account, nor do I have to. So he thought I was doing him wrong, but now he knows I did him a favor. So let us stop doing these things when we bring people here. Immediately account together. And I'm not saying the account should not be together. If the account is going to be together and the woman or the man have access to it, good. But if your intention of bringing someone here is to turn them into your slave, those people are bound to leave you. I heard this story of this young lady. Her husband brought her here. She immediately became the cook and selling food, became the house cleaner. And her husband was not even treating her right because mother-in-law is in there, sister-in-laws are in there. So finally one day she got tired of it. She put her foot down, she said enough is enough. Now she has a young baby and then she was 4 months pregnant. Just because that woman said enough is enough, they kicked her out. They even looked back. This man did not even look back to say, oh, this woman is pregnant. Let me just be patient. Or, sometimes they say the woman has to change their attitude. Man, please, everybody needs to change their attitude. It is not just one person's fault. So the lady left, and the mother-in-law is still harassing her. This man went back to Africa and brought another woman. But to these people who are doing this type of things, if you did not treat the first woman right and you went and brought somebody else, do you think that's going to work? If you treat that person that way, it's going to be the same. I've heard stories about women who really mistreat their husbands. I heard this woman who slapped her husband out in the public space. Now, ladies, we all know to every action or every reaction, there has been an action. We know that. But if your husband angered you so much in the public space, be quiet. Be quiet. Because don't say it didn't happen to me. Yes, it did. To those who were there, they'll testify. My friend invited us one day to a graduation party at the beach. Something happened. My husband took the phone. He wanted to use it to call Africa because I have credit on it. And the conversation that was happening did not go well. He got upset and threw the phone at me at the beach in front of everybody. Man, I just wanted that day, I wanted the ground to open wide for me to sink in there. I sat there and I was holding tears back. I did not speak at all. Because had I reacted, they would have seen mine. So to this lady who did that, now you're the one I'm talking about, because we are talking about you now, because you reacted and they saw your reaction. They didn't see his action. So let us be careful. I heard this story about this guy who was so afraid of the DMV area and brought his wife and moved to another state. Lo and behold, someone else went and took that woman from him. I guess DMV is not the only notorious place of taking husband and wife from some people. So these are the things. Let us learn to respect one another. Let us learn to work together as partners. No one is a slave. Nobody is a slave. And to these wicked auntie-in-laws and uncle-in-laws who are, especially those aunties who have this motherly hold on people, you are my son, doing such voodoo to manipulate these people. Man, like that, like Isaiah 3:11 says, woe upon those who do that. For whatever punishment that comes your way, you deserve it. Because they think wickedness is just, some people, wickedness is sweet in their mouth. I had another story where this lady, same similar stories about people mistreating people when they bring them there. That is not fair. It's not fair. I know it's hard when we work 2, 3 jobs and someone leaves. However, sometimes some of our attitude sucks. Just because you brought someone here, you cannot turn them into your slaves. Those manipulated people, please stop it. Those evil sister-in-laws, go find yourself your husband. Find yourself a job. Those brother-in-laws. Oh, I had another story where the uncle is the one who took the nephew's wife. He was the peacemaker in their relationship. The next thing you know, he married a girl. I was shocked when I heard that. I didn't know men do that too. I thought it was just those prayer warrior aunties that used to do that. I'm gonna speak about prayer warriors aunties in my next video, and I'll explain to you why I call them prayer warrior aunties. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate everyone who is viewing these videos. Thank you. I hope I'm able to inspire some people. Please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Estilana Sherif, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me everywhere. So thank you guys. May God continue to bless us. I pray that everyone stays safe during COVID. Thank you.